Hey y'all, it's Maurice with another video here. Today I'm on a trail that I've never walked before. I want to do mountain lions and stuff being these kind of things. So today I wanted to talk about first of all, I don't know where you are. Hopefully it is not as cold as it is where I am. I don't know if you've seen a lot of the videos lately with a lot of the influencers talking about how YouTube is no longer paying them the way they used to pay them, and basically being super upset about the fact that, you know, they aren't getting the checks that they used to get. And I was thinking about this yesterday, tearing up because it's cold out here. I was thinking about this yesterday about how the folks are expecting. Now, I'm talking today to you with my marketing cap on, you know? Look at how beautiful this is. I'm talking to you with my marketing cap on today, and what I want to say to any of the influencers out there is, if you have, let's say, 10,000 subscribers who are actively participating in your content, even if you have 5,000 subscribers, honestly, whatever the number of subscribers that you have, this is your audience. As a marketer, I can tell you right now, the greatest thing you can ever get from subscribers, from consumers, is their attention. You have their attention, whether YouTube is paying you substantially or not. You have their attention. What are you going to do with it? A lot of people that I, was looking at their videos yesterday, they don't have any products. They don't have any services. They basically just get on YouTube. They say that, they do their thing in their videos. And then next thing you know, that's it. You have the greatest thing that any advertiser, you have the greatest thing that any person who has a product or a service needs. They want the attention of the people. Utilize your platform to expand beyond what YouTube has to offer. I mean, I've always said this. I've always said this, just because of the nature of the work that I do, is that you should have some place where your audience can go that is outside of these platforms. You should have a place where your audience can go that is outside of these platforms, because the reality is we are at the whim. We are subject to the mood of whoever is in charge at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of the things, And it's incumbent upon us to take advantage of the attention that we have from our subscribers and make sure that we leverage that in a way to, if YouTube or any of these other platforms decide that they no longer want to pay you your worth, you could leverage your audience in other avenues, which we would really call, like own media, or, be it your blog, be it your website, be it text campaigns. Wow. I don't even have my 50-pound vest on and I'm out of breath already. Yeah, so it's just been interesting to watch how people have also decided that they are abandoning their platforms because they aren't being paid enough. And I guess my other question is this your passion? Or, I guess if it's just for a check, that's fine. But if you are passionate about this, if you are passionate about the work that you do, does it really matter? Yes. I mean, I understand business. I understand that you don't want to be racking up thousands of views and subscribers and not being paid your worth. But I'm also imploring you to consider the other avenues of which you can leverage, which you can leverage your audience, which you can leverage the people who care about the content that you put out, the people who are invested in the content that you put out. The reality is this: YouTube is not you. YouTube does not have your personality. YouTube does not have the advice and the impact that you have. YouTube alone does not have that. People come to support you because they come to support you. And I think that more of us have got to stop just being creatives and start being business people. You know, start thinking about what your impact is and start thinking about how to offer your subscribers something beyond just your YouTube channel, you know, and really add value to people's lives. You know, as a marketer, this is the beginning of every question that we ask a client. You know what I mean? Is how do you bring in, what is your value? What is your value add? And how do you translate that value add to the consumer? You know, what is the consumer in need of that you are offering them? And how do you leverage that beyond just these platforms? Again, we've seen so often where Instagram or Facebook is shut down and everybody is like, you know, crazy, like, I don't know, you know, that should have showed people immediately that if you don't own the information to your consumers, you could be in trouble. Why don't you have an email list? Why don't you have a text blast list? Why don't you have a blog set up? Why aren't you allowing your subscribers to see you in areas and places outside of just one medium? You know, we've got to start thinking more about recognizing that these organizations are money hungry. That is all they are after. As much money as they can make from us, they will make from us, and they will give us as little as possible. But you have to think about how you can leverage that. I mean, let's think, for instance, look at what Amazon does to people, what Amazon does to their businesses, the people who list things on their platform. Amazon has outwardly said, we own the people on the platform. We allow you to come onto the platform to sell your products. So in my mind, as a marketer, why would you not, as the business owner that is marketing your products on Amazon, why would you not create a campaign to push your audience to your website or push your audience to another page where they could start buying your products, DTC, direct to consumer? We get so caught up in the fact that YouTube or Amazon has created an opportunity for me to make this amount of money, to push this amount of SKUs, that we don't recognize that the power is in their hand. The power is in their hand. But you, my friend, own the audience on YouTube. The power is in their hand, but you own the audience. The audience is dedicated to your personality. The audience is dedicated to your message. You know, figure out a way to use that to leverage that to create something else. Leverage that to offer your audience a different way. We have to stop getting comfortable with the status quo. We've got to stop getting comfortable with, I saw one young lady who said that, you know, she was making upwards of $10,000 a month, pushing out a particular content, and then she wanted to change the content to make more money. We've got to stop getting comfortable with everything we do being solely about money, solely about finances, you know? Like, I don't understand how we expect people to continue to support us when everybody is like you. We look around and all we see is marketing messages. All we see is things that's being sold to us. We recognize that the majority of the people do not actually care about us. The majority of the people are actually not invested in our families, in our financial standing, in our growth. The majority of the people just want us to buy, spend. And if we look around right now economically, we see the trouble that this has gotten us in. You've got to be different, you know? It requires a different approach. You know, marketing of the old day is gone. You know, this idea where you could just set it and forget it, and you could say it's, you know, a 25% discount, and you just go. You've got to really offer some kind of value to people. You have to offer some kind of value to people beyond just this is my latest and greatest product that I am supporting. And, I dare go further and say this, that we've got to figure out another way in which we even work with the advertisers on, pages like YouTube. I mean, as of right now, and I have 15 subscribers. 5 of them are my friends, so 10 of them are people that I don't know. But I've worked on YouTube campaigns on the marketing end. So I understand what it's like to build a community. I understand that it could take different amounts of time for different people depending on what kind of content you are talking about. But then I also do understand that people are looking for authenticity. People are tired of you getting on here and in the middle of your message, you interrupt because an advertiser is, you know what I mean? Like we've got to figure out a better way to partner with these advertisers while also getting our messaging out to our audience while keeping our messaging authentic. And I'm not saying that I've figured that out, but I've gotten feedback from clients' campaigns. We've gotten all kinds of surveys that we've done running client campaigns. And the conversation, the feedback has been the same. We are tired of being sold to. People are in desperate positions. People are trying to figure their lives out. That is why it's so important as people who create content to make sure that the content that you are putting out is in alignment with what you've promised the people. I mean, there is a responsibility. I mean, you don't get to just move. You get to do whatever you want to, but I'm just saying that you can't expect that the people will then continue to support you if every time, YouTube changes their algorithm to say that if you talk more about money or if you talk more about this or if you talk more about that, the next thing you know, your content changes. You've got to have a foundation and you got to ride that foundation because the consumers are in line with you. And that if you start, and I'm not saying that we can't add to and we can't grow, but you've got to decide how you want your consumers, how you want your subscribers to follow your journey. People can smell inauthenticity. People can smell when you're only doing this for money. The idea that people are saying that they are no longer creating content because they aren't getting, I'm talking about people who say that this is their passion, not people who are saying that this is for a check. That is 2 different conversations, but people who are saying that the content that they are putting out is passion projects, yet they are deciding that they are no longer producing those passion projects because they aren't getting the kind of money that they wanted on YouTube. To me, that just means that you need to figure out another avenue. You need to figure out another way to provide value to your subscribers that might not only be on YouTube. And honestly, if they are that locked in with you, most times they will follow you because they are locked in with you, not with YouTube. That's all I have for you. I love you. I'm appreciative of you for listening and for watching. I know there's a lot of content online. There's a lot going on. And I'm grateful that you spent some time listening to my videos. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.